The story so far. Little Luke Flora learned that the name of the phantom town under to his false sense. As the train is in the station, only ink blackness can be seen through the window. Feeling uneasy, Layton and the others steadied themselves as they prepared to enter Folsen's. Chapter 4: The Phantom Town of Folsen's. So this is the Phantom Town we heard about, huh? It seems like a so, Luke. It's like something from an horror film. Yeah, something like that, in a way. I find the presence too, but it wasn't let that keep us from investigation. Who knows what kind of valuable information we might find here about the Asian box? Yeah, maybe this Phantom Town knows about this Asian box that we are looking for, or something like that. The professor looked at Flo decided to walk around the town. Alright then, so let's explore around this new town. Let's see what we can find out with our investigation. And I see a familiar face over there, what the fuck? Okay, before talking to him, I want to check around for some coins. Wow, the electricity bill for this place must be huge. No kidding, it almost seems a day without how many lights there are here. Okay, found in the coin. Can do something else? Yes, nice. The bronze statue appeared to be well cared for. Yeah, seems to be so from here, so okay. I think it's enough for now, so let's talk with this guy over here. Oh, fancy rank to you here. Hello, howdy, hi, and how that? You are... Yep, the mailman that I visto before. The postman. Yep, I got a post to deliver here. It's always dark when I come, so it takes forever. No wonder the people are always seem so on edge. So in this place is always night. Okay, strange. Well, that's the more reason for me to bring a little sunshine into everyone's life with the post. I guess so, mister. Wow, you deliver letters all the way out here? I certainly do, and I have a schedule to keep while doing it. So on that note, I'll be off. See you around. Okay, see you later, parcel. You see my friend the postman works very wide hard for delivery. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know if it's legal or not, but I guess it's work. But how can he cover Dubstone and full sense every single day? No idea. I can guess he's a super postman or something like that. The two towns are so far apart, it would be simply impossible. Yeah, agreed. I mean, how you can do that in one day? Or at least it would take you today for deliver the post into different towns. Again, I guess maybe it's a super postman. You may think so, Luke, but our world is full of inexplicable phenomena. This is but one of many. Yeah, maybe you have a point there, Professor. I suppose so. Yeah, I guess so too. But I guess it's not our problem now. So let's just keep going and let's continue with the exploration of this town. And let's see what we can find on this place. I think I get all the int coins that were found in this area, so maybe I'll just move forward and see if maybe we can find an hotel or something where Luke and Layton can rest or something like that, so let's see. What's up, Flora? Are you alright there, Flora? You don't look well. I'm not sure, I just started feeling sick all of a sudden. Okay, why do you feel sick right now? Here's a what is the shit. We'll find a place for you to rest straight away. I don't see any hotels. If there was any, you think there will be a sign or something. Okay, we need to find a hotel that don't have any sign or something. Especially the lake over there. I think I'll see one of those buildings over there. It's an hotel. If you say so, Professor. The Professor, Luke and Flora decided to seek out a hotel. Okay, so I need to find an hotel for Flora so that she can rest. Okay, an hotel. Let's see this. Oh, puzzle. Okay, where's the hotel? Okay, I think I remember this one. Let me see if it's the one I have in mind. Yep. Near the down train station are 4 buildings standing in a row. One of these is supposedly the local hotel, so it's like a science. Even so, if you study the car carefully, you should be able to tell which of the buildings is an hotel. Can you work out which of these 4 buildings is the hotel? Okay, remember that this was an easy one because the hotel in this picture is the easy one. Because look at this. If you zoom close to this building, you can see the letters hotel on it. If you can see it. It's an H, an O, a T, E, and L. And clearly this is the hotel that have the sign of the letters that says hotel. So this is kinda easy to find.
Just leave it to me! Layton's apprentice strikes again!
Easy. That's right. The windows, the clock, and the hotel of the building spell the word hotel. And again, this was an easy one to find because I remember this pretty well. Besides, this is the easiest puzzle that there is in this game. So, and I got another ingredient for the tea set. Nice, so I can do all the type of teas. Cool. How are you doing, Flora? Any better? A little bit. I think that with some rest I'll be back to my old self. Allora, Luke and I are going back out to learn more about this town. Why don't you stay here for a while and rest? Yes, take it easy for a while, Flora. We'll be back before long. Yeah, maybe it's okay that she stay behind for rest for a bit. Thanks, Luke. Be careful out there. You too, Professor. Do you think Flora's going to be okay? Yeah, I think she just got sick because of the long trip or something. I think she should be fine. I wouldn't fret too much, Luke. She might just be exhausted for a long journey. Yeah, also that. So yeah, I think she will be fine in a while. She just needs time to rest. I think the best course of action is to gather whatever information we can and hurry back to the hotel. Yes, that's a good idea, Professor. So just do that. The lava gentleman never keeps a lady waiting. Again, that's the reason why I freaking love this man the first time I saw this game. And the reason why he was my first crush. Okay, so Flora for now I left the group, so now she needed to rest for a bit in her room. The Professor and Luke decided to explore the strange new town. Alright, let's do this then. But first, I want to check some stuff before continuing with the plot of this game. I've never seen a lobby like this before. Yeah, it's kind of weird in a way. Well, let's see if we can find some intercoin. Yes, found one. Maybe not one here. Oh, hi. Good evening, sirs. I do hope the young lady traveling with you feels better soon. Thank you, Kratzen. Hello, German, because the name is kind of German, sounds like. So, anyway, let me just go up in case and see if there are some intercoins maybe under the couch or the bed. Oh, hi, puzzle. What an elegant flower. I suppose it's pretty. And it smells nice too. While we are on the subject of flowers, tell me, Luke, have you ever had this puzzle? Okay, Professor, a puzzle, bring it on, I guess. Smell the roses again. Okay, suppose this is another puzzle similar to the other one. Yep, I guess it is. That smells quite as sweet as freshly cut roses. Can you fill the room with their delightful fragrance? Touch a square with your finger to place a rose. The fragrance of the child rose reaches two squares in all of these directions. But can penetrate walls? If the fragrance of two or more roses overlap, the resulting smell will be overpowering. So make sure to keep your roses spaced out. Touch an existing rose to remove it. Okay, this is like the last one on the chain. Okay, let me see.
Let's see if this works. Piece of cake!
Alright, made it. Nice. With those roses in place, the whole room will smell great. Yeah, I guess, even if I can smell right now, but I suppose it is. There we are. That takes care of the puzzle. I think it's a feeling of tranquility in a room quite like a fresh bouquet. Yeah, I suppose so. I'd say those flowers in the Mountain Express Deluxe rooms relaxed me. Yeah, maybe a bit too much as I see you fall asleep because of it, but you know. And not only you, also Flora and the professor. Ah, yes, the one that the conductor placed in the rooms were very something. Yeah, maybe too much, but of course, it's so obvious. I can't imagine why I didn't think of it until now. You have something in mind, Professor? Could you care to tell us, maybe, instead of keeping a secret? What do you mean, Professor? Look, think back to when the train carriage switched the tracks. Can you remember anything? Well, honestly, I don't remember much. I dozed off during all that, so everything is a bit foggy. Of course, it was a bit hazy. Of course it is. The sudden sleepiness with experience was no coincidence. You sure I was not? Furthermore, I don't believe it was a mere chance that we woke up or whatever in full sense. I think it just prepared something. No, so your little nap was a part of the large plan. Yeah, my same thought about this. What plan would that be? Let me venture a guess. I'd say Sammy's roses contains some kind of extra ingredient, like the sleepy pills or something. We sent everyone to sleep so that no one of those carriage could switch tracks. Exactly that. Questa same boy. I wonder that only those bringings in the deluxe carriage were taken away to Folsen's. And that's why Folsen's is phantom town, because some only some people specific in that training will go in the fall scenes. Okay, interesting. Okay, let me just look around quickly for more coins and then we can proceed, I guess. Ora non remember to check out the ingredient for the teapot sites. Now I can do more what's called more teas for the minigame. So I need to check that to later. Hope you're resting. You should be careful there. Yeah, we'll try to do our best. We will, Flora. Do all better soon.